Yo, what up, y'all? This your boy Kev Kinckle from the Kev Kinckle podcast. Here to hit y'all with some more sporting updates. As a sports fan, we had a busy week, and namely because we're anticipating Super Bowl Sunday. Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs. I know I got y'all on edge, but this is not about that. This is about basketball season and basketball trades, and it's crazy that it's Super Bowl weekend, but the NBA has gotten more press with the trade deadline, and things have gotten crazy. Non-stop yesterday. Today's Friday. Beautiful Friday afternoon. 61 degrees in the middle of February. What's going on with that? But that's neither here nor there. I am here to give y'all trade updates and what's going on in the league. Your favorite players might not be on the same team anymore, and it has been nonstop. We started last week. Kyrie Irving up and said he wanted a trade. He got the trade. Shocked the whole NBA world. He was sent to Dallas. Spencer Dinwiddie was sent back to Brooklyn, a team that he was on. And a lot of players in these trades are back on former teams they played for before. Gary Payton Jr. went from the Trailblazers back to Golden State. Just a lot of players. We'll go through it and we'll talk about it. But the first trade was the Kyrie trade. Then we had making news. Kevin Durant goes to the Phoenix Suns. You heard it first. Kevin Durant is a Phoenix Sun. He will be with Chris Paul. He will be with Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Ayton. That's crazy. Then the Los Angeles Lakers were finally able to remove Russell Westbrook. The trade sent D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley to Los Angeles, Mike Conley Jr. and picks to Minnesota, and Russell Westbrook got moved to Utah. And the word is they're going to buy out Russell Westbrook's contract because they're not really interested in him and they don't want to spend the money on him that he's probably requesting, which is going to leave Russell Westbrook on an open market. And I heard one of the teams that targeting him would be the Los Angeles Clippers, which would be good for them. They have Kawhi Leonard. They have PG-13. They got rid of Reggie Jackson, and they got rid of John Wall. John Wall is another player that is back in one of his former teams. He's back with the Houston Rockets. The Knicks are getting Josh Hart from the Portland Trailblazers in exchange for Cam Reddish, who hasn't really gotten any time with the New York Knicks, but he could produce. He could shoot the ball. He can run the floor. He's like a 6'8" wingman. I think Portland will be a good place for him to get more shots up and more NBA experience. Josh Hart is returning back to playing with Brunson, who played with Josh Hart in Villanova. So they were happy that they are going to be teaming up and together. When Phoenix traded for Kevin Durant, they sent young boy Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and Jay Crowder for four first round picks for the swap for Durant and TJ Warren. I saw Mikal Bridges online saying that he learned he got traded when he was FaceTiming one of his homeboys. So it's cutthroat in the league. Like one day you could be somewhere, next day you going somewhere else, but it's all about the business, and the players have a lot to do with that too. They're demanding trades and they're getting trades. Back in the day, if you signed a contract and they didn't want you to go anywhere, it didn't matter what you said. You was staying where you were. Now players have that freedom to request trades and request getting out. If you remember the Brooklyn Nets, they were lined up to have a dynasty with James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. Last year, Kyrie Irving went through all the things that he went through, not getting the shot, yada yada, whoop-de-woo. James Harden was out. He wanted to contend for a championship. He went to Philly. Then we had this year, Kevin Durant requested for a trade before they denied it. Kyrie came back. Kevin and Durant and Kyrie played for a little bit. Kevin Durant got hurt. Kyrie has been playing out of his mind, and now he's gone. And as soon as he was gone, you kind of saw where things were going, and that led to Kevin Durant being out. But it's crazy now. The players have so much pull in what's coming up. Jay Crowder, who I just mentioned in that Phoenix deal, looks like he will be going to the Milwaukee Bucks. That is a good piece for them. He is a 3-and-D guy who is a tough player who knows his way around the league, and he knows how to win. The Oklahoma City trading Mike Muscala to the Boston Celtics. That's going to give them a third big man. Al Horford and Robert Williams was hurt. I was watching the Philadelphia versus Boston game the other day, and Embiid was just doing the big men dirty down low, but they didn't need that to win. The Boston Celtics still came up victorious. The Lakers are trading backup center Thomas Bryant to the Denver Nuggets for Davon Reed. Thomas Bryant has been playing very good basketball, stepped up when Anthony Davis is hurt, but Los Angeles is making room for the things that they need. Portland Trailblazers acquire Matisse Thybulle as a part of a three-way trade from the Charlotte Hornets. The 76ers are getting Jalen McDaniels in the deal. The Blazers are trying to get C. Makulayu. Makulayu is acquired from the Knicks in a deal that sent Josh Hart to New York. So a lot of wheeling and dealing going on, and then people are stuck with players that they really don't want, and they end up letting them go. It's a lot of big money plays going on. The Indiana Pacers are acquiring Milwaukee Bucks guard George Hill, and I swear for the last couple of years, he's just been going back and forth. Indiana, Milwaukee. Milwaukee, Indiana, Indiana, Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Indiana. But he is back to the Pacers where we saw them at first. He was in the Pacers versus the PG-13 era when they used to always face LeBron in the playoffs. Very good player, sound in the league. And we'll see what happens with there. The Denver Nuggets are sending Bones Highland to the LA Clippers. He's a guard for them. He'll do good with the point guard if they can't land Russell Westbrook. The Golden State are sending the former second pick James Wiseman to the Detroit Pistons. I knew when Golden State picked up James Wiseman, I didn't know why they didn't pick up LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball, one of the best players from that draft. He's producing. James Wiseman has been on the court, I don't know, 60 games in 3 seasons, and he doesn't look like he's a second pick of any draft. So they got rid of him. They got Sadiq Bey, which is a good look for Golden State. The Golden State has lots of wings and guard players. They just added more to that, but they got rid of Wiseman for a good pick. Sadiq Bey had a good game the other day, too. Atlanta Hawks are trading Justin Holiday and Frank Kaminsky to the Houston Rockets for Garrison Matthews and Bruno Fernando. The LA Clippers are acquiring guard Eric Gordon in a multi-team deal. The Memphis Grizzlies are sending Danny Green to Houston, and the Clippers are sending Luke Kennard to the Grizzlies. So that could be a good look for the Clippers. They got another shooter, spot-up shooter. They got PG-13 and Kawhi who like to dribble the ball around. They got a shooter, so that's a decent pickup for them. The Orlando Magic are trading big man Mo Bamba to the Los Angeles Lakers for guard Patrick Beverley. And it's crazy because as soon as Patrick Beverley saw that D'Angelo Russell was going to the Lakers, he posted something that said, back to business, because they played together. And then like an hour after he posted that, he was out of here. Get your butt out of here. But then we had the Detroit Pistons are sending Kevin Knox to the Golden State Warriors. Good pickup for them. The Pelicans are sending Devontae Graham and 4 second-round picks to San Antonio Spurs with Josh Richardson. The Charlotte Hornets are trading center Mason Plumlee to the Clippers for Reggie Jackson. Wow. The Portland Trailblazers are sending Gary Payton II back to the Golden State Warriors, another player that is back to his old squad. And that's about it, man. I hope I covered all the trades that you needed to know. The big kicks out of the trades: Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks, Kevin Durant to the Phoenix Suns, Russell Westbrook to the Utah Jazz, D'Angelo Russell to the LA Lakers, Mason Plumlee to the LA Clippers, Eric Gordon to the LA Clippers. And those are the biggest trades. But yeah, man, it has been a fun, power-packed evening into the morning, following up on these trades and doing the homework on them, seeing where these guys are going. And it's messing up a lot of fantasy rosters. Players are getting shipped. Looks like they're playing. They're not going to be playing. It's good entertainment, but it's not the league. So these guys are getting to business. Teams are trying to put their teams. It's either one or two things going on right now. There's no wait till next year with a lot of these teams, especially the big franchises. It's a win now league, and teams are doing what they have to do to win now. Even the LA Lakers at the 13th seed in the Western Conference, they're trying to get to the play-in game, and they think with their roster, if they face somebody in the first round who might be a top seed, they could take them out. So So that's what they're trying to do right now. And then the teams on the lower end of the spectrum, you have a lot of average teams that have a lot of draft picks. The Utah Jazz, they have a lot of things coming to them in the future. OKC, they have a lot of young talent. They might not be big powerhouse names, but they're setting themselves up to get somebody nice in the draft. There's a 7'4" shooting guard coming from France named Victor Wembanyama, who is going to be crazy. He's Giannis Antetokounmpo with 3 inches and a jump shot and a crazy handle. Teams are going to be trying to get him, but it's either long-term or right now. So that's pretty much what's going on with the NBA. This is Kevin Kinckle from the Kevin Kinckle Podcast, giving y'all a trading update as what's going on with the NBA trades. The trading deadline is over. No more trades can be made. Free agents can be signed. That's why you'll see a team like Utah pick up Russell Westbrook, buy out his contract, and then just waive him because they have all the young talent. They might not want him to mess up the chemistry or the flow. He might go to somewhere where the Clippers are trying to win now. So that's the 2 differences right there. Those are the examples. And that's it, man. This is Kevin Kinckle from the Kevin Kinckle Podcast. Next pod I'm going to be doing is giving y'all my thoughts of who's going to win the Super Bowl, why. We're going to go over some stats, and that's about it, man. This is Kevin Kinckle from the Kevin Kinckle Podcast. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.